Hello my friends, I'm Sarah. Welcome to Grace in My Space. Today we are going to do a fun project all about making an impact with wall decor. Now I'm going to pop a picture up here of what our basement looked like when we moved in. It was very rustic, not quite my style. I updated it with an accent wall on the back, and the wall opposite has been a little bit of a transition point for about 5 years. Today we're gonna change that. Let's slide you on over. Here's my transition. As you can see, all the frames are super cattywampus, drives me crazy, would not be hard to fix, but do I do it? No, I just look at it every day and tweak them every single day. Now, one of the things that I did over on this wall to try and make the gallery wall feel a little bit more pulled together was the black box behind it. It just creates like a zone for your art to live, but I'm ready to actually make it feel like it transitions and moves with the wall behind me a lot better. So let's get started. I have plans for these somewhere else. Made these little things using scrap wood and coasters. The first step is to sand where the two colors currently meet so there's no ridges. After patching the holes and wiping off all the sand dust, I added a coat of primer because I'm going over a very dark color with this light gray color called Yarn by Magnolia. Okay, this is primed. Look at this. This is the wood that was left over from doing the accent wall on the other side. I think it is the exact amount that I need to frame out this one behind me. What luck! Want to see my level line rig? All right, so you see my level line, it's blinking here. You follow it. I need to match up where I'm putting it. See it really faintly right here on this wall so that they're all equal. This is my setup right there. You gotta do what you gotta do. Find my center point on everything. 68 divided by 2. 34. We got this line, but lined up with this line. Pop one nail in there and figure it out. If you can see this level line up here, that's not the right height, just so you don't think I'm doing it wrong. Wouldn't put it past me, but right now it's just blinking. Now if I did this right, the top piece should just rest really beautifully right on top of there. A little wonky. The key to any successful wall treatment is caulking all of those edges and making sure to fill all of the nail holes and corner pieces. All right, caulk is on, gotta let that dry, and then we will paint it all the same color as the wall so it's cohesive, just like this side is. And I bought this beautiful wallpaper for the bathroom, and it took so long to arrive that I forgot that I ordered it, and I did something else in there instead. And it's just a scrap, like a sample size. That's as big as it is. And so I'm actually gonna use it as art in these frames to pop up there. Now there are so many really pretty areas, like I could do single flowers, I could do the animals, I could just do it like kind of haphazardly. So I'm just gonna take the back of the frame and trace the areas that I want. All right, now while that paint is drying over there, still in the painting clothes, I'm gonna take all of my charcoals and sketches and etchings that I had on that wall, plus some, and create a little gallery down here at the stair landing. And I think it's gonna be cute because this is a tiny little wall and it will make like a nice big impact. Paint's not super duper dry, so we're just gonna be careful. 4.5 and 4.5. That's a lot of numbers. Start with our center line, that's a little simpler. 4.5, 1, 2.25. We'll see if this works. Just make sure it hits right. Ooh, yeah! I made this fancy template. Isn't it fancy? Day project in the books. It was meant to be all along. Now start to finish, this took me about 6 hours. That's it. And I was actually working the whole time. So even during dry time, if the paint was drying, then I was putting the wallpaper into the frame. If I had to wait for the caulk to dry, I was doing the gallery wall on this side. So that was active 6 hours, pretty much nonstop. I ate some lunch. But not bad for a day's work. So now, I'm gonna make it look pretty. And voila, it's done. Now the room feels complete, whole, it transitions, it works, it's wonderful. It only took a few hours. I've struggled over the years to make our basement feel cohesive with our upstairs. Upstairs, I have more of a polished, sophisticated, organic, modern style, and downstairs, it's a little bit more casual with some more modern furnishings, a little bit less vintage decor, though all of these are antique. But most of the furnishings, the tables, some of the home decor accents, all of the pillows. I'll link for you the items that are still shoppable in the description if you are interested in any of the room sources downstairs. And I'm also going to link for you the tutorial for how I did this back accent wall with these unique modern moldings. It's a very simple project, very beginner friendly. As you can see, it is just simple corner miter cuts, creating the size that you need for your wall, and filling it with something that you love. I feel like this project really brought the room into a more cohesive and complete feeling. I should have brought the wall molding over onto this wall when I did the back, but at the time, it just didn't occur to me. But I feel like it really brings the whole room together and makes it feel a lot more intentional. I just love adding collected pieces like seashells that we've brought back from trips to the ocean, and just having our family room be a very memorable area. The next part of this room that I want to update is the TV area, so stay tuned for that project in the future. I hope you enjoyed seeing how this room came together, including just a couple of different ways to do wall decor. We have a single piece of art on this wall, we have a trio of very structured art on this wall, and on the opposite we have kind of a haphazard gallery wall that's a little bit mismatched and not quite so symmetrical. And all three different looks are beautiful, they work together, they would work independently, and I hope that it just gives you some ideas for your own home. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you next week.